Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the Sky Network Show, episode 5, season 5, episode 18. Thank you for joining in. Today it is 2nd May, 2 p.m. UTC sharp, and we have Yogesh with us. Thank you, Yogesh, for joining the show.
Hey
Welcome.
Sandeep, good to be here. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Yogesh. I can hear you well. And so, how's it going?
All right. So, first of all, Sandeep, thank you for inviting once again. And it's very good to speak with the community all the time. So, yeah, I mean, the work for this week is pretty intense in terms of technical development and moving forward for the various components that we'll talk in this session. So yeah, the week was pretty cool and productive.
By the way, Richie is also joining in a minute. So, let me try to get him in. Just setting up the stuff. Yeah, we have Richie with us. Let me put him in. Hello, Richie. Thank you
Hey
for joining
everyone,
in. Welcome to the show.
thanks for having me.
All right, nice T-shirt.
Thanks. It's one of the Evolve customs,
Uh-huh.
evolving evolution, infinite evolution.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. Dear community, today we have Yogesh with us. Yogesh is going to be updating us on with amazing development which he has been overseeing. Yogesh, I think we'll start with your discussion first, and then me and Richie will go over the same topic.
All right. Okay, thank you. So the main the aspect of development for this week currently right now is mainly two things. One is the DAO, the Sky DAO, CoinMass DAO, whatever we call it, the decentralized autonomous organization. So the technical part is to get people to get on board, and also we are also introducing the training session. So those people who are new to this industry, so they get trained and they get ready for the DAO. So we have that platform completely ready and launched. We also launched the internship platform where we invite the developers, students, and all over the uh, kind of people of various skills from all over the world to be part of this program, training program or internship program. So once they are getting trained, then they will be ready to join the DAO. And the DAO will have various departments. It will function like a public company. And all these department job positions, roles, contributions, and everything that will be handled by the DAO. So this is the core component. Now, why that? Because it will create a huge utility, like steer of the utilities, because everywhere the platform coins and tokens will be used. So that's the number one priority projects that's being worked on right now. The second thing is liquidity staking, right? So we have short of liquidity in our DEX and other exchanges. So what we are working on it right now is to create kind of platform that encourages people stake for liquidity in returns for their rewards. And once we have a more liquidity in all the dexes, all the liquid market, that will give an access for more intense prototype. All right, yeah. So as you can see in the screen, these are the training courses. This is internship program run by the Ether Authority. That is the entity that will be training all the crowd. So it will be at the large scale. So like huge amount of the people will join the internship. In fact, they have already started doing that. So we have advertising running on LinkedIn at the moment, and so people are applying for the job positions and training programs, and they are part of this structure of internship. And yeah, Sandeep. So the core component is once the people are trained and developed, then they will be ready to join the DAO. and it will be like a public company. So all kinds of people can join our organization, decentralized autonomous organization now, and contribute in various ways. If someone is developer, they can build on. If, for example, some are expert in marketing, digital marketing, they can promote various programs and all the platform components of Sky. If people are content creator, because at the moment right now the AI is taking over. Like if you look at the internet, is all this AI generated content, but there is also a need for the human created content, which is there is also necessity for that as well. So we have also training people for the content creators. So think about this entire internet is having like ng of the content all over the place to.
Yeah, is it just me or your Richie?
He stopped.
Okay, I think he's having some issues. So let me try to get him join him again. Yeah, Yogesh, can you hear us?
Oh, he dropped out.
Okay, so let's wait for him to join in. But meanwhile, in a very simple terms, what this DAO is? This is a DAO, which is a real thing. It's not like just a DAO on the like smart contracts, but something which really works. What it does is it will address this different job profiles: influencer, promoters, business development executives, software developers, NFT development, game development, Telegram bot development, AI development, different service providers, different service consumers, content creators, investors, brand marvels, which was one of our platform, though those who might have forgot, but it's never dead, guys. Okay, the BMG brand marvel governance token was also available, and again, so as I'm saying, the brand ambassadors, the things are in progress. So what will happen is all the team members who will join this DAO, okay, and this DAO will work as a single entity, which will provide the services. And every the whole economy will work on the sky tokens. So that's what it is in the simple terms. Richie, what do you think?
So people can take these courses and then interact with the DAO by participating with these type of um, engagements like development, game development, NFT development, all these type of things, and then interact with the DAO. How does that work with the courses they finish that teach them how to do certain things, and then the DAO itself? Can we break down that probably for people to understand more?
Yeah, so I think this is Yogesh's brainchild, and he will be the right person to
Go through that part of
show
it.
it. But what it means for the community members is we have had many community members who are building projects, and we were unable to serve them, and there was no structure involved, no proper structure to work with the like work as a community as a whole. So that's what it fills. It removes that gap and adds the platform which enables the real time working partnerships at the community level. And we have Yogesh back with us. Hello,
Sorry,
Yogesh.
technical glitch.
Hey, it's okay, we understand.
All right, so where we wait and in conversation, did I interrupt you, Sandeep?
Basically, what I was telling the community, what this mean of DAO is, in simple words, it is a structure which allows our community to work as a single team as a whole. Right till now, there was no structure available which could be used for a massive scale, like at a community level, working together and creating that environment. But again, as I said, it is your brainchild. You will be the right guy to tell us more about this platform.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So basically, as I was saying, I don't know, my voice was breaking, but what I was saying is basically it will be a public company having all kinds of departments, people having all kinds of skill sets will be contributing into the organization, and at the same time it's create utility and usability. Okay, if there are lots of people are involved in an organization contributing in various capacities and depending on their abilities, then certainly the space will move, right? The space of productive and creative cooperative space will definitely will enhance. So that's the goal of this organization. And it's already in a process right now. People are started joining the DAO, and they are getting trained. Basically, the moment people are joining is are the bright, talented students who have completed the graduation. Because at the moment, you see the Gen Z, those Gen Z, the moment they are basically super talented because they are using an AI, because they have access to AI. They are basically like rock solid. I mean, even smarter. I mean, sometimes I surprise Sandeep how much smarter these people are right now, who can solve the critical problems that we in our initial time it was taking us so much time to solve the problem. They are solving like in a snap. So already this kind of people are joining in this organization, and super it's moving super fast. So the next target is to have 10,000 people participating in into the program, 10,000, and create something that is productive and creative, something that creates add value to the ecosystem. And that's what our job business is, right, Sandeep? That's what we do from the day one. We focus on build and build. So we just create value, generate more utilities, and that's all about that. So it doesn't matter how long time it will take, but eventually the economical model looks pretty straightforward. People will be like creating more value, and demand will increase and the supply will reduce. So that will be the ultimate vision, or truly decentralized and democratic way. So this is the one
100%.
of the initiative that is being done, and it's getting very popular and successful. Sandeep, if you probably seen the data, there are hundreds of people are already like they are enthusiastic. They are very enthused to see what's happening and how they can do, and it's like, I mean, it's crazy, but it's super productive, and it's very exciting. This component, this DAO concept is it's at the super steroid right now. So this is one component. Shall we move to the next, Sandeep?
I have a question for you, Yogesh. So someone would go there, apply to be an intern, pass the courses for whatever type of expertise they have, correct? And then they join the DAO as a developer, social media influencer, et cetera, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so then they contribute to the DAO with projects, with ideas, with concepts that they come up with in their field of expertise, and then the DAO would support them with almost like grants, funding to build those out and contribute that to the ecosystem.
Correct, definitely. So
Perfect.
at the moment, the Sky tokens and Coin Mask token. That's but it's at the still in a development phase. Need to decide which architecture, software architecture will write for this. But eventually, the token of this ecosystem will be used to support all these activities. So they will get rewarded for doing their work, and it will generate value whatever they do.
Yeah, no, it's a great idea. The concept's nice.
Richie, there are a huge, it's super talented people. I mean, I'm surprised how talented they are, and their problem solving because of AI is
Oh,
like super
100%.
fast.
Right now, it's like I've said it a ton of times. AI amplifies our efforts, amplifies what we can come up with. So when you have an idea, you can conceptualize it, structure it, and plan it out using AI in a way that was never able to be done before. Right? I could come up with a concept. okay, this concept, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to work. Use AI to filter that concept. What would be the best way to create this? What are the risks associated with this concept? How would I implement this concept? What would be the hurdles faced by this concept from idea, structuring, and then implementation? And AI can just be such a resource. And depending which AIs you use, and some are a little more expensive than others, you can filter out your idea, come up with the MVP, come up with a design, like a conceptual artist work of your concept and everything. And AI can help you build most of it, right? So as long as you have, this is our society is never been in a position like it is right now, where a dreamer, an inventor, an entrepreneur can go from a concept in their mind to a working plan and build a plan of that concept in a short period of time, like we can now, right? It's absolutely amazing. And I think because of that, we're going to have innovation that would have taken 10, 20, 30 years, 10, 15 years ago. And now it would take 1 to 3 years, maybe less, because of you can amplify your effort and go from idea to plan to implementation stage in such a quick period because of the tools and resources we have. That we're hitting a precedent, we're hitting a time in humanity where I think our progression and our leaps forward are going to be so quick. It's going to be amazing to see what people come up with. So right now, the innovators out there, every one of our community, every one of the SCAI community that has an idea can utilize AI and these tools to take that idea, that rough gem, and fine tune it and have something, a workable product, a workable idea, a workable concept that can then be built and implemented. And if you're not able to develop it on the code side, and if it's a blockchain related idea, for example, you can work with your developers and give them everything they need to bring your vision to reality, right? This is such an exciting time in history. I think I can't understate that importance of what we're going to go through in the next 4 or 5 to 10 years, and how much development, how much leaps and bounds forward we're going to take in this next period. And it all just relies on our ability to dream, our ability to envision an idea or a solution, and then the rest can be helped out. The rest can be kind of molded and changed to get to that end result with the tools we have at our fingertips. So yeah, no, it's exciting time to say the least.
Yeah, definitely, Richie. As you were saying, we are in the great time in humanity. I remember back in like in 10 years ago, it was too difficult to do all these things. I mean, personally, I also like it takes years to learn all this and study and all. It's like many years a developer spend on their skill to sharpen and get experience. But now, because of an AI, the gap of that skill gap is too short. I mean, just people coming out of the college and then just they start doing great work that another experienced developer can do same as like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. It's one of those things where it's like it's evolution is what it is, right? At the end of the day, you're able to do now, like you're saying, with a short period of learning and background, right? Your entry gap into doing these initiatives, doing these projects, building out your vision used to take years and years and years of developing the tools you need to build it. And some people would never get there. They'd just hire someone else. And it'd be that barrier of trying to explain to someone your vision, right? Which is the hardest part when you're developing something. Explain to other people what you envision in your mind, how you want to work, how you want it to function, right? Your end goal, your end result you want to get to. It's extremely hard sometimes to display that or portray that to someone else. And now with AI, you're able to not just give them the resources they need to see your vision, but build out some of your vision already, where the developer or the next person that you need to take on different parts of that project that AI can't do for you, right? They can get an easy to understand kind of concept and long-term vision with documentation and examples and everything else. So you're able to both work with people and amplify your own efforts at the same time. And the from start idea to end product timeline needed that, like you said, used to take years and years and years. You have to go to college, university to learn about these things, to build it out and to produce this product. Now you don't. Now you can start off with the basic knowledge and learn, right? Self-teach and the rest. I'm an example of that, right? I didn't go to school for coding. I didn't go to school for blockchain. I didn't go to school for any of that. I'm self-taught for the most of it. I taught myself how to create mining operation in my local area here, right? And set up computers, which I never did before, but I was interested in learning about it. So I taught myself how to put together a computer for the first time, how to set up 30 something GPU mining rigs, right? In my local, just from learning from the education and the resources we have at our fingertips. Anyone who wants to learn about these concepts, about blockchain, about AI, about anything at this point in time, all the resources we need are at our fingertips already. You just want to have, you just need to have that ability or that thrive to want to learn, right? For blockchain, for myself, it became a borderline obsession to learn about blockchain, how it works, because really early I realized this is going to be the future, right? This is what people are going to use in everyday life in so many different use cases around the world. Blockchain will be able to, and AI incorporated in that as well, will be able to change the way we live, change the way our ecosystem works, change the way our banking and our logistics and our healthcare data management, all of these will be made better by this technology. So my incentive now is to learn as much as possible about this because I knew this would be a part of my future and a part of everyone else's future eventually, right? So it put me through that rabbit hole of going down and learning about all these different things, what can be built, how it works, the challenges it faces, and the what can be done with it, right? So when I hear an idea, my mind automatically goes to how can we amplify and make it better using the technology we have at our fingertips and the access to AI and the rest that we have, right? So that's inspired me through my journey in the last several years, which feels like an eternity now, but it's only been several years. And everyone else, you can do the exact same thing, right? There's no barrier to your learning, to your ability to learn, and then amplify your efforts right after. So right now is such a great time for people to get involved, to learn about these things that they're interested in. And I think one of the biggest parts is you being naturally interested in what you're doing, because that's going to push you forward, right? If you're not interested in coding or blockchain or whatever it may be, and you're trying to force yourself to do it, you're not going to be as committed and as engaged with it as if it's something that you really are passionate about and that you want to learn. So on your spare time, when you're done work, you come home, you're researching these things, you're learning about these things. For myself, I used to be a construction worker. So I'd go to work, I'd come home, and then I'd be up until from like 6 p.m. to 2 in the morning sometimes. And I'd be learning about crypto and blockchain, learning how things work, learning how to do things on the networks, right? And then that ultimately led me to the design of what Evolved Blockchain is and how it will work, right? And the concept in my mind of what the blockchain would be, right? The one I believe solved majority of the problems in the ecosystem, right? So like myself, if you have a concept, a vision, an idea of solving a problem with this tech, solving a problem with AI, and you're passionate about it, go for it. Learn about it. Take time, right? Just as much information as you can soak in because it's literally at your fingertips. You can ask AI to do research for you and to explain concepts for you that are difficult to break down, but AI can do a really good job at breaking that down to analogies and examples to help you get to that understanding of complex concepts like quantum computing and stuff like that, right? So yeah, we're at a forefront right now. It's just everyone. There's no excuse for no one to be able to learn whatever they want to learn about, right? From simple things like how to change the oil in a car, right? How an engine works, to blockchain AI and quantum computing, right? The other day, for example, I was looking at plastic pyrolysis, which is basically the function of taking plastics, certain types of plastics, heating them in a zero air environment, and creating byproducts that basically take that oil product, which is plastic, and break it down in the molecular level back into diesel, gas, petroleum, wax, and some other stuff. So it's a way of recycling the plastic and then getting all these different resources from it that can be used again. So you're recycling that original that would go to a landfill, etc. with AI, I was able to think, hey, what is that? How does it work? And within a day or so, I was able to understand the concept that seems complicated, but it wasn't when it broke down into steps, right? And now I have an understanding of what plastic pyrolysis, whatever you call it, is, right? Um, that concept, that ability to go from, hey, I wonder what that is, to a great understanding of what that is in a short period of time is amazing. It really is. I can't underestimate the value of that alone, because I would have to have taken days and weeks of research to find that same information that utilizing AI right now has let me get to that understanding. It's not expert understanding, it's a basic understanding. But now when I'm asked about that concept, I can explain, oh, I understand how it works, right? The concept of it. So yeah, with this and anything else, you can now do the same thing for blockchain, for token executions, for smart contracts, for whatever you'd like to learn. You can learn about it if you want to learn about
Yeah, definitely. Richie, your story is very inspiring. Like you said, you used to be a construction worker, and then you
it.
self-taught yourself being in this industry, in a blockchain and building all these labs. So super inspiring. Your story.
So if I
So
can do
those
it, anyone can do it.
anyone can do it. So anyone listening to this, they can absolutely can do it. Yeah,
Right?
definitely. Yes. All right.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
I
was there a
think
second part to the DAO itself, Yogesh, that you were,
the second
I think you
part,
were alluding to?
yeah, the second part we'll be discussing is liquidity staking, because liquidity is something which is the key current blocker for us. So we are going to be again. This is something which has been talked about a lot of times, but never actually executed. So we are almost about there to start enable it for our community members. So very soon we can see that liquidity staking will be open on all the networks where the sky is available, and also on the sky mainnet. Yogesh?
Yes, Sandeep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes, yes. I'm here.
yeah, I
So
can
yeah,
hear you.
basically, it's all liquid market, right? So the more liquidity that we have on our market exchanges and all that, so it will be like gives the access for community members to participate, and for that liquidity staking, which will be encouraging people to participate and stake the liquidity in return for the various rewards that will uh, is there in a smart contract. So everything will be happening on a smart contract level, and it's under construction development right now, and it will be released. A beta will be released in a couple of weeks. So uh, approximately from next month, we will have a liquidity staking, or as soon as possible. At the moment, I mean, we have AI power of AI, so we'll be able to do it quicker than that. But all the testing and everything to make sure everything functions pretty solid, it will be of that development time. So by that time, once we have that completed, then I think it will have a super rock solid development milestone that we have accomplished in a Sky ecosystem.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
yeah, also I would like to add this to the community members that we are in talks with different market making providers, and we are looking for partners which are who are ready to bring their own liquidity to our ecosystem as well. So yeah, there are multiple discussions ongoing, and I think in couple of weeks we should have a solution to this issue.
right, right. So yeah, that is I think pretty much it in terms of development. Other than that, if you want to communicate or
No, I think we are also about it is about the time also. We are at the end of our permitted time. So nowadays we don't do 1 hour shows, Yogesh. Okay. So because we had to limit it. This is something we do every Saturday, and every Saturday, like just to have enough updates, you need to do a lot of tasks, and to do a lot of tasks, it needs time and resources. So yeah, that's understandable. Richie, would you like to add anything?
Yeah. With all this innovation and everything else that it comes out on a weekly basis, it feels things are jumping so quickly and amplifying efforts so much. It's outstanding to see. So when it comes to the DAO, it's another great concept, another great utility for blockchain, where people can learn, take courses, pass those, and join an ecosystem where they can contribute and get rewarded for doing so in the Sky ecosystem, which is amazing, right? Your core of your blockchain is a community that backs it. The active members of a community is the life and blood of your blockchain, and giving the ability to learn about these concepts and then join the DAO in an intern type starting point is so powerful, because you have an access to a wealth of ideas and concepts and structures that one person wanted to come up with, but a community of people would have, right? So it's so important now to just engage, to become active, to join the network, to join the DAO, right? Do your part. If you have a concept you want to see built out, work with the rest of the community to build it out, right? Let the DAO be the resource to help you amplify your efforts. Work with other DAO members to fill in the blanks where you don't have expertise in. And in the end, everyone succeeds, and use cases that change the world literally are able to be created in a short period of time in a community fashion, basically. So again, Yogesh, I commend you. The website looks amazing. The concept is a great concept, and I hope that everyone utilizes it to the maximum that they can. But at the end of the show, which is right now, roughly, I want to thank you again for having me. All the viewers that came and watched and learned about what we went through today. And I look forward to future shows.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining in, and I would love to wish everybody, dear community members, a very happy weekend and a productive week ahead. We'll see you on next Saturday, 2 p.m. UTC sharp. Over to you, Yogesh.
All right. Yes, Sandeep, thank you. And thank you everyone for having me here. And always pleasure to have a conversation about this project movement. And yeah, I mean, super excited about the DAO. So it's Richie is overwhelming response, overwhelming. I mean, so many people are joining, like I mean, unbelievable. So super excited. We have army of talent, army. So super excited about the DAO, and looking forward to create a massive value and utility and success for everyone. So thank you everyone, and see you on next show.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you next week. Bye.